Yo, where's the plan? Devon X here, and the iPhone 11, the 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max was just dropped by Apple, the latest iterations of the iPhone line. And today we're basically talking about whether it worth the upgrade, whether it should spend the money on that. But before we even get to that, let me take a look at the Pro Max because that's the one I have right now. So looking at the phone, the back have this new matte glass. It's no longer glossy glass, it's matte, and it's just wow, it is something to look at. The Apple logo is dead in the center now, so if you're a fan of symmetry, you'll like that one. But on another note, if you're a fan of symmetry, you would not really like the cameras because it's just nothing nice about it. I see it in photos, I see it in the keynote, and I was like, maybe when I see it in real life, the cameras would look a little more aesthetically pleasing. I have it right here, and I can tell you with surety that it is very not aesthetically pleasing. Still, no matter how much I try, I just can't bring myself to like the look of the cameras. But the functionality of that ugly camera bump kind of balances out the look of it, but we'll get to that a little bit later in the video. But another thing to mention is the heft. This is definitely a hefty iPhone, and I think it's the most hefty iPhone I ever hold. But I kind of like the heft. Like it feels solid. It feels like if you pelt somebody, it could damage them, and that's a nice feeling. One thing I'm disappointed about though is that we still have the Lightning connector, and I mean it have two parties: the ones who want USB-C, and the ones who would be like, wow, so Apple released a new phone and now I need to buy a new connector. Apple trying to make money on me. So I mean it have two camps. I in the camp of like USB-C would be nice, but also in the camp of have real lightning cables lying around the house. I mean, I'd like to see USB-C, but at some level in my body and my heart, I wish that all my lightning cables around the house could magically turn to USB-C, and that would make me happy. And the not so disappointing part though is that they finally include a fast charger in the box. Thank you, Apple. After all this time, we finally have a fast charging brick in the box, so you don't need to go and spend any more money to get fast charging. So I guess we could stick with Lightning one more time. And fun fact, the Lightning cable that comes with the fast charger is a USB-C to Lightning. So I mean, at least we get USB-C on one side, so we can't really complain too much. Alright, so jumping into whether you should spend your money, whether you should give Apple the money and upgrade. Before we even get to that, if you're coming from an iPhone 8 or below, it's a worthy upgrade. That's a no-brainer. But if you have an iPhone 10 or a 10s, maybe it's not that necessary, and we'll get to why. The first major upgrade with the iPhone 11 Pro is the all-new cameras. So in addition to the normal camera and the telephoto, we now have a super wide angle, which to me, I actually like, because if you like to be creative and you like to have like this new field of view, a new way to compose your photos, the wide angle is kind of a cool feature. I mean, if you don't really care about it, you could scratch it off your list of needs and start quantifying whether you need to upgrade. But I think it's a cool feature. Personally, I like it. And in addition to that, the normal camera and the telephoto camera, all of them, the quality is just so much better. The photos that come out of it, just super nice. But I still don't think that means you should spend your money on upgrade just for that. But you could look at some reviews, you could look at some photo comparisons. If you think it quantifies an upgrade for you, you could put it on your list as something that you need. While we're on the topic of cameras, the new night mode, it's finally good to have night mode on iOS. We had it on Android for the past few years. We finally have it on iPhones on iOS. I don't know if it's an iOS 13 thing or if it's just a specific iPhone 11 thing. But regardless, it's finally good to have it here. I don't think it really killing out anything else in night mode, like with the computation or anything. It's just a solid night mode, and you have it on the iPhone. One thing I should mention about it though is that the experience is super nice. So when I would be using the Google camera to take a night mode photo, you would see like the little spinny thing in the middle, and the experience not very smooth. You can see what you're doing, but with the iPhone, when you snap a photo, it have like this very smooth timer that just kind of counts down, and it's super good to look at. So you just snap the photo, look at the camera, done. And the experience just so smooth. That's one thing I should say about the iPhone 11 and iOS in general. Everything is just smooth. The user experience is just smooth. So yeah, night mode, huge thumbs up. And next thing with the iPhone 11 Pro is the display. So Apple is calling it the Super Retina XDR, I believe. Don't quote me on that name. But when I hold it up to my iPhone 10, it looks extremely, I can't even tell the difference. But where the difference comes in, or according to Apple, where the difference comes in, is that the new display, the technology that they use, saves a lot of power, so it results in much more battery life. And as the next thing we should jump on one time, the battery life on the 11 Pro and the Pro Max. The Pro Max claims 5 hours more than the 10s Max, which is a lot. But unfortunately, I can't remember the exact hour figure of how much it have over the 10s. But the 5 hours more than the 10s Max is a lot. That says a lot. I don't know if it's just the things that they do with the battery. I think it's just everything come together. The new technology in the display, the new specs, the new CPU that is much more energy efficient, and it's just like everything, this full package come together to give you 5 hours more than the XS Max. Now I didn't test it, I just opened the box and I have the phone in my hand for like an hour, so I didn't really test it to see if it really give you that much battery life. But if Apple claims 5 hours and then fail to deliver, everybody would know it would be a big thing. So I guess then they had to be pretty confident on that 5-hour claim before they even decide to throw it in the keynote. One final thing to mention is the wider field of view with Face ID. Now I tested and honestly I don't really see much of a difference. To me, Face ID used to work good before and working pretty much the same on the 11 Pro. So yeah, that's pretty much the major upgrades in my opinion that you'll be getting with the 11 Pro and the Pro Max. Whether it worth the money or not, you kind of take everything that I say into consideration and you personally quantify if it would the upgrade for you. For me, it honestly not worth the upgrade, but because of where I live, Trinidad and Tobago, and we usually buy and sell a lot of phones, it makes sense for me to upgrade because the resale value next year on the 11 Pro Max would be way better than the 10 that I have right now. So that's pretty much the only reason I'll be upgrading. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my thoughts on the 11 Pro Max. It's a super nice phone. It's super nice to look at, very aesthetically pleasing, except for the camera. The upgrade's nice, but I just don't think it. I just don't think you should be digging into your savings and grabbing the new phone, like rushing to do that. But if you think it should, then go strong. If you agree with my opinions, if you disagree with my opinions, let me know below in the comments, because obviously I want to know what you guys think about the 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max too. But that's pretty much that wrap up everything in this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at DevonXScott and harass me there as well. I'll see you all in the next video.